Step one is to identify the value that you offer, or the value that your products or products offer. If we're really talking about insurance, but could be services depending on the firm you work for. But what is value? Value is basically the benefits that you offer. It can be easy for us to think that the value we offer is what the products do. So, like if we take an example of flood insurance, a flood insurance policy will cover a property in case of a flood by this amount and whatnot. Okay, so that's what the product does. That is the feature or the functionality of the product. But what is the value that that offers? Well, the value is coverage and protection in case of a storm. That could be like the bottom level value. And then if you take that one step further, you could say that that provides a financial reimbursement if there's a storm or damage. And you could take that to an emotional level and say, what does that mean to my clients? Well, that means that if you're not worried about flood damage, you probably should be. And if you are worried, this coverage will help you to sleep at night. It'll help you to be confident that you have all the coverage in the right place. So if you can kind of get your hands around saying what the policy does and provides is really the features of that product, explaining how that helps your clients is the value. The way to get to the value that either you offer as a whole or the way what your products or services offer, you can kind of go through what I'm going to take you through this messaging workflow. And it's going to involve a little bit of brainstorming on your part, but if you can either list out the products, services, or features of what you provide from a product standpoint, try to brainstorm and think of all the different ways that help. So here's an example: health and welfare consulting. This product helps CFOs to implement cost containment programs, helps manufacturing companies to make better business decisions regarding health and welfare of their employees, helps small businesses to decrease workers' health care costs and risk. So those are the benefits that that product offers. Now, what I would say is, in your sales pitch, you want to be more focused on benefits than talking about products and services. Let me show you how you can incorporate benefits into your pitch. When I'm showing you how to incorporate some of these different messaging components, I'm going to flip to some examples that look like this. This is actually a screenshot of a call script that's taken out of the software that my company provides, the software application of Sales Scripter. A shameless plug here throughout this presentation is Sales Scripter provides a lot of documents and sales tools like call scripts. So this is like the after the introduction, but you can see I know a lot of salespeople open the call, and I get a lot of cold calls from salespeople that say, hey, hello, I'm with this company and we do this. Well, what a more powerful way to say to open a call this way, to say something like, Hi, Mary. The purpose for my call is we help businesses to manage healthcare costs for their employees, and that's the introduction. It doesn't say exactly what my company does, and it does. I don't need to explain in my first sentence exactly what we do. I'm communicating how we help. I mean, if somebody were really onto it, they could pick that apart and say, well, that's not accurate. But when a cold call loop moves at light speed, first of all, they don't remember what you say in the first beginning anyways. But what that's going to do is it's not going to trigger that guardedness of, a salesperson calling me. And then we're not going to trigger that guardedness. And then actually, here's the disqualify statement. We're going to decrease the guardedness. So I say, hey, yeah, we help businesses to lower their overall spend on their benefits and health coverage. But Mary, I don't know if we can help you in the same way that we're helping other companies. So I was actually just calling you with a couple questions if I could ask you real quick. So that's how you use that soft disqualify statement. Now, so that's how you incorporate your value that you offer into your call script. But as you probably do as well as I do, email is a very big part of selling. So you can also include your value points that you come up with from your brainstorm exercise into email templates. This is actually an email template that's produced by SalesScripter, and this is one that focuses on the value that is offered. So, hey Mary, to quickly introduce myself, I'm with Insure You, and we help businesses to bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. I don't know if you're interested in any of those, but that's why I'm reaching out to you. I'm going to give you a call next week. So notice I get a lot of prospecting emails that try to sell me on the actual product. For example, let me use a payroll services example. I use payroll services. I'm not actively looking to change payroll providers. So I get an email that says, hey, are you looking to switch email outsourcing providers? Well, the answer is no. But so that salesperson went for looking for the fruit to pick. They should have established the conversation. And so that's what this email does, is it doesn't close the sale, it starts the conversation. And this particular email template, which again can be found in SalesScripter, is focused on value. SalesScripter also provides a voicemail script with that same exact message. So I could send you a pre-call email, then I might call you and get your voicemail. Now I'm going to leave you a voicemail message that says something like this. Hey Mary, yeah, I just sent you an email. This is Michael Halper. I'm with Insure You, and the reason why I'm reaching out to you is we help businesses to manage their healthcare costs, lower costs, and better understand the options available regarding health and welfare. I don't know if those are things that you're looking for right now, but I'm gonna try to give you a call here in a couple days. If you want to reach me in the meantime, my number is blah blah blah. Again, Michael Halper. My number. I'm with Insure You. Phone number. Thank you. Talk to you soon. So there's a voicemail message. Now notice in that call script, in that email template, in that voicemail message, we're not talking about insurance products. We're talking about benefits that we deliver to our clients. It doesn't stop there. So we can also use those benefits or our value statement, our value proposition, to reply to objections. If you've done any phone prospecting, you know that when you either get a gatekeeper on the call or you get the live prospect, one of the most common screening questions is, what is this call in regards to? So that's if you go with your natural instincts, you're going to want to say, well, I was calling to schedule a meeting to discuss what you guys are using for workers' compensation and blah blah blah, which at that point the prospect goes, we're not buying, see you later, or the gatekeeper. So what a great little misdirection here is to reply with your value statement. So a gatekeeper says, yeah, what is this call in regards to? Oh, well, the reason why I'm reaching out to you guys is that we help businesses to get recognition for operating with lower costs. And just sit there. Say your value statement and just sit there. And what the gatekeeper is not going to hear what they're listening for in order to get rid of you. So they'll either ask you another question or they'll put you through. It's amazing. Do this and just watch. You can do the same response if it's a sales call. So what you're seeing here is actually objection responses that are produced by SalesScripter on a tool that we call an objections map, which is a document that lists all sorts of different objections that you're going to face. And because the tool, you create your value proposition, it's going to, by the way, all these different templates and tools I'm showing you, these get automatically created by the software, because once you enter the value that you offer, we can then create your voicemail script, create your email templates, create your objection responses.